Hi guys, welcome back to the WAG podcast. I'm Aidan and I'm here with Will
Hello.
and
And
Gergo.
yeah, hello.
So this episode we're explaining to Will it's Mike Dean. That's all you need to
Yeah,
know, it's Mike Dean. So
not
Will,
sure who
I'll
he
give
is.
you a little basis of him. Mike Dean is a Premier League referee and he's a bit controversial. He's a bit like mine, mate. You either love him or you hate him. And
Yeah,
you either love him if he's not like refereeing your game. Because everyone, if he's refereing your game, there's a 100% chance you're calling him a wanker. But his
yeah,
personality, he's a top bloke. But fuck me, I hate him. You might have seen this clip before. So I think he's managing a Tottenham game. I can't remember who they were playing, but so Tottenham scored,
yeah,
and he was just celebrating with them. It
yeah,
was like he was doing like a whole like Shearer sort of
Is it
celebration, like
two
putting his
hands up,
arm up,
running around the
and like
pitch?
everyone's like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like he's such like a passionate referee. Like I'm pretty like everyone just is pretty safe to assume he's just like celebrating his own refereeing skills.
Yeah,
No. So he wasn't celebrating a Tottenham goal.
yeah.
He was celebrating his refereeing skills.
Oh,
So like,
right.
I think the goal might have been a penalty. I'm not even sure, but I'm pretty sure he gave away a penalty. Like awarded Tottenham a penalty, and when he scored, he was like,
Yeah,
we'll just celebrate like little fouls he gives to people. Be
mm.
like good refereeing,
yeah,
yes. Or
yeah.
like,
I think
we'll
he
give
has
someone
the
a be like,
he's given out the most red cards in the Premier League history as well.
That's it. Oh my
I
God.
think he
I
has.
bet he loves to give. I bet he loves like to obviously give himself credit and everything. It sounds like.
oh yeah, without a doubt, he loves
Yeah,
it.
and then he just has such stupid looks. Like when he's walking out to collect the match ball, he's just got his eyes wide out and just pulls some funny faces sometimes.
Oh really? Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's
Do you know what?
just that's what
I
class
always
as.
feel with a referee that a referee has to not ever be too strict, but obviously not to be too lenient. So sort of really fair in the middle. I mean, I know it sounds like common sense, but a lot of referees either are one way or the other a lot of the time, I feel. And this guy obviously sounds like he's too strict from the sounds of it. I mean, the most cards handed out in the Premier League. That obviously sounds like he's probably given a couple of cards out for players diving quite a lot commonly, probably.
Yeah, I'd
Not
say
sure.
he's
It
whenever
does
a
get
lot of
some.
things it'll give away fouls for stuff that isn't fouls, or you won't notice stuff. Like
It
refereeing
does get some
itself is
good balls.
fucking crap. But I mean, I are only human. They can't like be perfect all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
Do you think?
that is why
Do you,
VAR came in, but
yeah.
they
VAR's
they
fucking
can't
shit as
seem to
well.
use VAR efficiently.
Yeah, I
So
know. I
it's not
think
really help.
no, VAR is a whole thing on itself. But literally, like VAR is such a good concept, but they just don't use it right at all.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Oh
I
just
mean,
yeah.
annoying.
it
You
is
always.
really in England. Like everything is really in England. You look at other leagues, Serie A, Bundesliga,
They do it fine.
Spain. They do quick check, done. You don't
Do
have
you know
to
what I
wait
think they
for
should do?
too long.
Yeah, because like I
They
feel
do
like
the right call.
yeah, referees have too much pride in themselves to be
Yeah,
like, oh, maybe I've made a mistake. Let's not check it. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
fuck.
Like,
So it is in England. They just need to start use it more.
Hmm.
And when there's an offside rule or when there's an offside or something, they need to just relax a bit and actually look at it like not every millimeter or not try and deliberately get the attacking player offside when it's in a line.
Yeah. No, do you
It
know what I
is
noticed as well? So, sometimes they'll like if they make it say this is literally this is Watford versus Chelsea last year. Yeah, it actually was
oh,
Watford
good,
versus Chelsea
yeah.
last year.
They
So
look
you beat
they
us 2-1, yeah.
yeah,
No, you literally know the exact thing. So I
yeah,
think in the first half, one of them I don't know what the ref was, but they basically made a mistake in the first half. And then I think they must have reviewed it at half time and thought, oh fuck, like we'll just give them an easy challenge in the second half.
yeah,
yeah,
Basically, De La Fey dived in the box, and everyone was like, so it was on the side that I was facing. So when I was at the game, it was like on the rookery half, and we all sort of thought, they're not going to go there or anything like that. They're just going to throw that for a goal kick or something. And then they put VAR, and we're like, fuck, like why are they
yeah.
even boring with this? Even, we all saw that was a foul. We weren't even celebrating. We weren't even shouting for a penalty. We were all just like, like,
Right.
so VAR was going on for like a whole minute, and we're like, they're going to give us a penalty, aren't they? Because it's so easy to predict how VAR
It
is.
was ridiculous, that one.
It was
And
so ridiculous.
they do it so often, so many dives, and they check it with VAR, and they still say penalty. Like you can easily see if there's enough in the challenge or not for a player to go down.
Yeah,
Um,
no,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, for
I
example,
think it's
Chelsea vs
yeah.
Arsenal. I mean, yep, Chelsea did play horribly or terribly until the second half, or like the second half of the second half. But like, still, that first Arsenal goal that made the whole difference. That did make a big difference in the game, and that was given a from a penalty. That was scored from a penalty from Lacazette after Tini decided to dive in the Chelsea box. I mean, yep, bad defending by Reece James as he was beaten, but then he made the challenge, but there was no contact, and then Tini decides to keep his leg behind and make it look like he was fouled, and then whilst he's falling, whilst he's diving, that's when Reece James does make a contact as he steps on his ankles, but that's because the guy just dived in front of him, so he had nowhere to go.